Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away. What? What the f***? Ah! Ooh! Wow! Batman, please! Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. The Batmobile lost its wheel and the Joker got away. What? What the f***? Ah! Ooh! Wow! Batman, please!
That's how I told you I don't need the music. Don't let the ass out of food.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum Daily. And as Adric said, is true, no one survives the Blue Wrath. Today, folks, we are going to be talking about this lady right here, Lindy Li. Now, for those of you who don't know who Lindy Li is, she's a fundraiser. What's going on, Leon? She's a fundraiser. Well, she was a fundraiser for the Democrat Party. And she fundraised millions for the Democrat Party or for Kamala Harris to win. Well, that didn't happen. Now, did it? And because that didn't happen, Lindy Li's investors are pissed. So basically, Lindy Li has decided to call out the Democrat Party on their bullshit. And, well, how can I say this? There's a reason I call them butthurt blue, no matter who. There's a reason I call them butthurt. And, well, y'all can just see for yourself. 1 second. But yeah, she's been called she's been viciously attacked on X. Used to be Twitter. They've called her a cunt and a whore. And probably some other 4-letter words that are not very nice. And it's been quite interesting. Yeah, Cam was a really, and I do mean really bad investment. But as the title says, she FA'd and FO'd. Found out the hard way. If you don't kiss butthurt blue's ass, they get butthurt. And she unfortunately found out the hard way. It is what it is. But just to give you an idea of what Lindy's been talking about, let's look at a few of her clips. But first, let's hear a lefty explain it to you. This is from Hardlands Media.
Democrats. They're not original at all. At all, okay? $2.5 billion down the crapper.
Yep. You heard that right, folks. $2.5 billion down the shithole on Kamala Harris. As Adric said, not a good investment whatsoever. Not a good investment at all. Hit the super chat, support the show.
Gone forever. Wasting on what? What? Here's the thing. It took the campaign, I believe, 45 days, folks. 45 days. 45 days to put up policies. And even when they did, whoever was coding it.
45 days to put a policy on a WordPress site. Yes, that's right. I can read code. And you cannot hide a WordPress site from me. Oh, by the way, the fact that I know they put it on WordPress, they have no excuse because WordPress has spell check. They had no excuses. Hell, the browser had spell check. They had no excuses. But listen to what he's about to say.
Put in Biden 2024. It's Kamala 2024. I mean, I used to.
Yeah, this was on Kamala Harris's so-called plan. This is all a part of Kamala Harris's plan. It was basically the same plan Joe Biden had, just copied and pasted. But anyway,
to play the game with all of you here in the chat. You know, hey, did Kamala update her policies? No, and it was fun playing that game. I mean, we did check out the merch store, some pretty swag merch, but
yeah, she did have some interesting merch. She had baby clothes with Kamala's name on it. Why would you want your baby to wear that? I don't understand. But anyway,
what's pretty funny is when you see these fools and their money being split, it's like you got to laugh at them. You shake your head at them. You get a little angry, but it's like this is what happens when you have unchecked money in politics. You get
pretty much
par politicians. You got people being upset, and it's all an investment to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you pull up some hot cocoa for yourselves? Put your feet up and realize that these quote-unquote experts, these smart people, wasted $2.5 billion on the Kamala Harris campaign.
Luke James. Yes, they did.
$2.5 billion. That's with a B. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, Merry Christmas. It's wonderful to be with you.
Merry Christmas.
This has been a long time coming. My initial disillusionment became...
This is Lindy Li, folks. Hear from the horse's mouth.
Clear when I realized that they burnt essentially set $2.5 billion on fire. They raised $1.5 billion through the campaign, another $1 billion through the super PAC Future Forward. And there's been no accountability. We still haven't gotten any answers as to why Oprah, a billionaire, got $2.5 million through her production company.
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't she pay for it? She's an oligarch.
Well,
she could have just paid for the production costs herself.
Let the church say yes.
And not to mention the fact that they spent $450,000 putting Kamala Harris's face on the sphere. Now tell me why.
Well, let the church say yes. Let the church say amen.
Why that would be helpful. Tell me how that would help her win. Obviously, that was an utter failure. And then they spent $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton moments before he interviewed her. And this is our hard-earned money. This is the money that I worked so hard to raise.
Hey, Nelson, she's being serious. I said, ha ha. Oh, that does terrible, Nelson. I can do ha ha. Or better yet, how about with Mickey? Fool and Marty. Fool and Marty. Marty, ha. Ha ha. Fool and Marty soon departed. Ha ha. Ha ha. Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey. We all know that Disney's going bankrupt, but when these donors go bankrupt and lose their money, ha ha, you guys can't help here but laugh. Why is everybody laughing? Is this funny to you? Are you laughing? Are you laughing at this situation? This is very serious. If you're laughing at this, type 1 for.
Well, Atric, part of the problem is, as she said, she's a billionaire, and they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to build a set for Oprah. Well, I got to make it a little entertaining, of course. But but they gave Oprah $2.5 million of that money went to Oprah. But that's enough of Heartland's Media. Shout out to Heartland's Media. But these are clips Lindy Li put on herself.
Where were those voices pre-election day?
Afraid of being canceled because the cancel culture in the Democratic Party, and I experienced it this week when I said there was a stench of loser hanging over the Democratic Party. You know what they called me? The W word, the C word.
Mm-hmm.
I lost tens of thousands of followers because I dared to tell the truth. Because in a cult, you can't tell the truth. You can't
Yes. No, you can't tell the truth.
ask any questions.
You can't tell the truth.
But I'm done
I said you can't tell the truth.
with that. But he's totally right. And I'm probably going to get canceled again for what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Men are men and women are women.
Yes. Let the church say amen. In fact, I got to play that again.
And it's tell the truth. You can't ask any questions, but I'm done with that. But he's totally right. And I said, because the cancel culture in the Democratic Party, and what they called me, the W word, the C word, I lost tens of thousands of followers because I dared to tell the truth. Because in a cult, you can't tell the truth. You can't ask any questions, but I'm done with that. But he's totally right. And I'm probably going to get canceled again for what I'm about to say. Men are men and women are women.
Yes.
And it's an issue, again, for what I'm about to say. Men are men and women are women.
Yes.
And it's an issue when I'm about to say. Men are men and women are women.
Yes.
And
Sorry, I have to have a little fun. What's going on, Namer?
Hey.
it's an issue when men are trouncing women in women's sports.
Yes.
This should not be a controversial take. This is common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the American people understand that the Democratic Party, they exist in their ivory towers that are so far removed from reality. And these ridiculous wars are not what Americans care about. We care about bread and butter issues. We care about putting food on the table, sending our
Yes, ma'am.
School kids to school, strong borders, not having millions of people rush through the border. And I'm a naturalized immigrant myself. So this is, and just because you care about these issues doesn't make you sexist or racist.
Mm-hmm. For you just coming in, for those of you just coming in, this is Lindy Li, former donor of the Democrat Party. She helped donate millions to the Democrat Party, and now she regrets it, as you can hear her say.
Oh, by the way, folks, this is AB Media is supported by the Mindful Methodist Church down at Slapside and Better Than You Who Drive. Please donate when you come in. Please donate when you come in.
I'm glad you said that, Namer, because this episode of Colosseum Daily has been brought to you by Sweet Sassy Rollins Butthurt Blue Soda. Yeah, it's nasty. No, it's not worth the money. It's also been brought to you by Sweet Sassy Rollins Vote Blue Sauce, now with extra sassy Vote Blue juice. Sold separately, sold for less than a penny. Like, share, subscribe, hit my cash app, support the show, hit the super chat, support the show. Please note that your super chat goes to my birthday fund for next month. What's going on, Snowman?
Oh, an apology.
Why? Why would I do?
No, because I went the fuck off last night.
Oh.
And
Did you?
Oh yeah, some dude try to say something smart about his wife. You're good.
I went nuts. I realized where I was going to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, I remember now.
VGS stopped it. Thank God the master teacher stopped me, but
it was
y'all
BGS's
knew
panel.
where I was
If he's
gonna
good,
go.
I'm good.
Huh?
It was BGS's panel, so you're good. If he's good, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just happy he stopped me from saying what I really wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it still had me steaming this morning. You don't.
Yeah.
You stop.
It touched the nerve. It touched the nerve, which is understandable.
Well, this should make you feel better. This is a Democrat donor, a young Democrat donor. She's only 30. She's only in her 30s.
What?
She's a former Democrat donor.
She's 30. She looks a decade older.
30.
Yeah, she was born. I looked it up. She was born in 1990. Let me look up Lindy Li's age.
Confirm it for me, please.
Lindy Li.
Confirm her height as well.
There's no way she looks 30.
She's 34.
34.
Yes.
May I?
Go ahead.
My wife's about 20 years
I
old.
don't think they have her height.
What?
Well, it looks at things. She's probably very diminutive. That's what I'm thinking.
I didn't get a chance to edit this, but
now that is some bullshit.
But yeah, she's 34.
No way. She's 30.
In fairness to her, she do look like she in her 30s from the waist down.
All right.
I believe don't misquote me. I believe she's Chinese, but I'm not quite sure.
Sense. And the American people understand that the Democratic Party, they exist in their ivory towers.
Mm-hmm.
Preach.
And it's an issue when men are trouncing women.
I gotta replace
to tell the truth, because in a cult, you can't tell the truth. You can't ask any questions. But I'm done with that. But he's totally right. And
no, you can't ask any questions in the cult. Look at some of the black churches. Mm-hmm.
Probably going to get canceled again for what I'm about to say. Men are men and women are women.
Yes, let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Men are men. Women are women. Men don't belong in women's sports. Yes.
And it's an issue when men are
and vice versa.
Trouncing women in women's sports. This should not be a controversial take. This is common sense. And the American people understand that the Democratic Party, they exist in their ivory towers that are so far removed from reality.
Mm-hmm.
And these ridiculous wars are not what Americans care about. We care about bread and butter issues. We care about putting food on the table, sending our kids to school, strong borders, not having millions of people rush through the border. And I'm a naturalized immigrant myself. So this is, and just because you care about these issues doesn't make you sexist or racist.
Mm-hmm. Lindy, you're in Philadelphia. Could Kamala Harris win a race in California for governor? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think so. And I don't think that the field was going to clear for her. I think that's a false assumption because people understand that this is a fundamentally weak candidate.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm out of time. Thank you for yours, and we'll speak in the new year, okay?
Oh, don't worry. There's more.
Lindy Li.
Much more.
Thank you so much.
Here's another clip.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. She's indulging delusions of running for governor in California in
Could not say it better.
2026 and perhaps even running for president in 2020. And I just want to echo what a lot of you guys already said. This past week has been harrowing for me.
But yeah, she is 34.
This Saturday, I went on Fox and Friends and I said that Democrats have a stench of loser hanging over them.
Yeah.
As soon as I said that, there were boycott campaigns against me. Unblock.
Oh, you know what she found out? Only it's more Lee's fault. I guess it's more Ling's fault. But you know what she found out, fellas? This is what she found out. Only her name is it's all Lindy's fault.
I know where you're going.
Basically, she found out.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
That's what she found out, dealing with Butthurt Blue.
Crazy. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, but before you do that, let me go on and read the super chat. Thou shalt have never gave any of your
thou shalt never gave you any blokies, YouTube blokes.
I think he was trying to say they should never have given you Arshy Blokes YouTube. I miss her.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
I agree.
I never got a chance to listen to it, but that was funny as hell.
You never met her either? Did you ever meet her?
No, I wasn't in the loop at the time when she was around.
Yeah, she had some ratchet in her, but she was lovable.
But thank you, the Incognito Negro. Yeah, thank you for the $20, and thank you, Leon. Like I said, woman will go after the LGBT themselves. Yep.
Don't they always?
Yep. But anyway, let's continue.
Unfollow campaigns. I lost 40,000 followers.
Really?
In 4 days. People have called me the W word. I don't know what we're allowed to say, but you can fill in the blank.
They called her a whore.
We're uncensored. Let's say it. Say it.
They also called her a cunt.
Say what the word was.
Am I?
Yep.
Why? What the hell?
For telling the truth.
She didn't tell the line.
Fair enough. She didn't
to?
tell the line.
I'm apparently. They called me a
my
whore.
wife. You mean she did what my wife does on a daily basis? That's blur that some bitch in the dust.
Pretty much, yep.
She didn't get. She became a voice of dissent within the party. Now here, that's the problem. That's weird.
That's the funny part. I don't think she's in the party anymore. She's starting to donate money to Trump now. Oops.
I don't blame her.
Democrats, you played yourself.
Or they called me the C word.
Congratulations, Vote Blue. You screwed yourself. Forget playing yourself.
They asked for me to be deported, and you can just search for my name in those terms on X, and you'll see a bunch of them. So all these so-called Democrats, the party of inclusion, the party of diversity,
my ass cheeks,
masks off. And it's even worse because they pretend to occupy the moral high ground, at least with the Republicans.
Democrats occupying the high ground. Snowman, what's that old saying BGS said? What's that he said?
I was just about to ask if you needed me to play that sound.
Yeah. What is that BGS? Democrats.
Would you set it up? I got to bring it back up here.
The Democrats taking the high ground.
Taking the what?
Taking the high ground.
Now that's some bullshit.
Oh, is that the new one? Damn.
That's the new one. He sent me this 3 days ago, and I finally got to editing it.
Yeah, now that is some bullshit.
Now that's some bullshit.
Yes, it is.
I had to use that one.
They are, but with
and in all fairness, it's bullshit when the Republicans say it too.
Yep.
Democrats, they pretend to be, so loving and caring and embracing of diversity, but all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's like me putting my hand up.
Can I laugh now?
How you spell this woman's name again, AB?
Lindy, Lindy Li FAFO.
So she told the truth, didn't told the line.
She's a political strategist and commentator.
Yes.
And campaign advisor, serving as a women's co-chair and Mid-Atlantic regional chair at the DNC. She's more than a contributor. She's a member of the DNC.
Sudden, when I dare to utter any criticisms of the goddess Kamala Harris, I get ostracized. Me, after having raised tens of millions of dollars for the party, and I'm being called a grifter when all along, all these years, I've said on TV, I've said to the press, I'm a conservative Democrat. This is not a switch for me. This is just me. This is who I've always been.
Yeah.
And also, my donors are pissed. They raised $2.5 billion across Super PAC in the campaign. It's
Yep, and that's one of the
She's not a donor. She's known for fundraising. Also,
the long one, left field. That's a grand slam and a White Sox winner.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking it up here. Her family are from China. She was born in Chengdu, Sichuan, in China in December 14, 19.
She said she pointed out some people are calling her communist, and she pointed out my family died under communism. Who you talking to?
Or about?
Yeah, she attended Princeton University, where she got a BA, and at age 17 she was elected class president.
Is she married?
Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Princeton Tigers.
I had to look it up. Is she married?
I'm looking it up right now. I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. It says nothing about marriage here.
Okay.
What it does says that here, it says here in 2024, after the U.S. presidential election, Lee described the Kamala Harris campaign as a $1 billion disaster.
Pretty much,
saying that Democrat donors were misled by campaigns to believe that this is an eminently winnable race. In an interview with the Americans Room, Lee intensified a criticism, saying, "I lost tens of thousands of followers because I dared to tell the truth. Because in a cult, you can't tell the truth. You can't ask any questions."
Keep
Basically,
preaching.
she ridiculed the notion of Harris running for governor of California in 2026.
I'm sorry. I'm editing BGS's sound bites that he sent me in. All right. Why don't I just play the new version of this one?
Tell me, what is gay?
Oh my God.
I've always wanted to know what he means by that sometimes. It makes no sense why some people have this nonsense. What is wrong with it?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's funny.
And look at this snowman. He's right now giggling like a schoolgirl. What is wrong with him?
You damn straight I'm giggling like a schoolgirl. I'm giggling like my granddaughters, for God's sakes.
Well, that's your excuse. You know, your granddaughters take after you, obviously. But then again, Mr. Z over in Florida has no excuse to be giggling like a damn schoolgirl. What is wrong with that fool? I don't understand why these people do such things like this. What is wrong with everyone?
Wait, folks, I just played that for the first time. I like I said, I heard parts of it, but I finally got to editing the sounds he sent me and put it in the sound base. That's the first time I heard him say it that way.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping it.
And look what I just did, Ed Snowman. I just took it and ran with it like a Derrick Henry taking a handoff from Lamar Jackson.
My responsibility. It's my duty of care to ask what the hell happened with that money.
Yep.
Why did we spend it? Why did we spend millions of dollars on 5-star hotels for campaign staffers? Why did we spend $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton moments before he interviewed Kamala?
Well,
these are legitimate questions, but
you heard her correctly.
We went there.
No, why did we spend millions of dollars on 5-star hotels for campaign staffers? Why did we spend $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton? Why did we spend $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton campaign staffers? Why did we spend $500,000 essentially bribing Al Sharpton moments before?
Play it again.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Yeah, they also spent $350,000 for bribing Roly Poly, who's going to come up in a minute.
He interviewed Kamala, These are legitimate questions, but no, in the cult, you can't ask questions.
Yeah.
And leaving the Democratic Party or even questioning the Democratic Party, it's like leaving a cult. It's terrifying.
And I'm someone who has not received a single dollar from the Democratic Party or any
Neither have I.
to talk about my views.
Neither have I. Have you
Okay,
made
now,
so
okay.
much
money off
Now
of it.
I will
And
let
it's
Lindy.
so pathetic.
Now
It's
I will
pathetic.
let Lindy respond. Hang on,
Tell me
Lindy.
one person
Hang on,
who's paid
Lindy.
me.
Hang
One
on,
person.
Lindy. I will now let you respond.
Tell me one person who's paid me.
I don't know, girl.
Who's
I don't
paid
know.
me?
You tell me. Who's
You're just
paid?
making
You
up
tell
shit.
me.
You're just making up shit. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't need any.
now that's a millennial right there. I'm sorry.
They're both millennials.
I will now let you respond.
Tell me one person who's paid me.
I don't know, girl.
Who's
I don't
paid
know.
me?
You tell me. Who's
You're just
paid?
making
You
up
tell
shit.
me. I don't know, girl.
Who's
I don't
paid
know.
me?
You tell me. Who's
You're just
paid?
making
You
up
tell
shit.
me.
You're just making up shit. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
It's
I don't need
uncensored.
anybody's
Go off.
money. No one has paid me. You're just making this is like libelous. It's defamation. No one has
obviously
paid me.
no one has to pay you. It's all about influencer-dom, right? It's
Now
about
you're changing
using
your story.
name
Don't
and your
change your
brand.
story. Just
Why-
a minute
why
ago,
is your brand?
Doesn't this sound familiar?
Yes.
Doesn't it sound like arguing with a black woman?
wait.
They just moved the goalpost.
I have a button
Shifting
for
the
you,
goalpost.
AB. I have a button for you, AB, when it comes to the cult.
Pretty much. So
say that I was a Griffin. I was getting paid.
never
and I
said you
made
did. I
so
said
many
I didn't.
dollars.
But
You're
why are
making
you
it up.
changing
I don't
your
know
brand?
who you are, respectfully.
Why are you?
But I have
You
other
don't need to know
people.
who
So
I am.
Gavin
Why are you
Newsom,
changing
who
your brand?
came out
No one
against the
does.
pardon, is
She's
he
a
a
very
grifter too?
unfunny female
Is
comment.
Governor Jared Polis also a grifter for
Ryan.
saying that the pardon was a bad idea because Joe Biden repeatedly lied? If you're going to pardon your son, fine. There are arguments in favor of that. But why did you have to lie repeatedly and say that you weren't? He lied after
lying
the
is bad.
And in
It's like
terms of
saying
the
that
Harris
COVID-19
campaign,
is just a
I
cold
did not
and then a
find out-
million
Can I
Americans are
please
dead.
finish the
Lying
sentence?
really
Why
is
do you
bad.
insist on talking?
okay, I can't help it. I gotta be a little petty here for a minute. Drugs
It's
are
your
bad.
show.
Drugs are bad. Okay. You don't mean you need to be doing no damn drugs. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I got to pull out the Mr. Mackey. That shit was hilarious when I first heard it on South Park.
Blue hell.
Drugs are bad.
I know the answer. I know where it's. I know
And
where
you
it's
know,
from.
there be teachers that sound like that too. Drugs are bad. Okay. You don't
Well,
need
you
to
are
do
in the
drugs.
Midwest, but I will say this.
I
will
ran
say
into a
this.
few teachers like that.
Well, my only answer is, in the words of Kenny.
Talking over people again and again. In terms of the Harris campaign, I raised millions of dollars for that campaign. I donated buildings in a church to the campaign. I did not find out until after she lost that millions were spent on, for example, $2.5 million was spent on Oprah. $500 million went to just 4 well-connected Democratic firms, including
welcome to the political revolution, girl. The Democratic Party won't save you.
I don't know what's going on with you, but can you please let somebody finish? Thank you so much.
Please finish.
And also, and millions of dollars to celebrities. It's in millions of dollars to private planes and also 5-star hotels for campaign staffers. I have donors who donated anywhere from $10 to $25 of their hard-earned money to $1 million. They are fuming. And we had no idea this was going on. The campaign, during the campaign, said that we were going to win 3 to 4 battleground states. That was what we were expecting. Jen O'Malley Dillon went around the world.
3 to 4 battleground states. Correct me wrong. How many battleground states did Kamala win? Oh, right, 0.
First of all, this whole thing was set up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was never in the lead.
Yeah, I remember. Was
telling people that we were.
That's like
go
getting
ahead.
blown out in a football game and you didn't lead not one time.
You mean like? Hey, wait. First of all,
we're definitely going to win the campaign. But they knew all along. Now we know they knew all along that Kamala Harris was losing. She was behind Trump the entire time. But
yeah,
when
they knew, they knew. Hell yeah, they knew.
When she was with us donors, when they were whining and dining us, they told us a completely different story.
It's a much bigger picture than whether Hunter Biden got pulled into politics.
Right. And I think this is not just an act of love. It wasn't just a father's compassion. It was almost perhaps even an act of self-preservation, because we don't know what happened in those 11 years. It's covered everything from 2014 to December 1st, 2024. So this whole thing is gigantic. And I think in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see more pardons coming out. I think this is really just the tip of the iceberg. My guess would be that he might even pardon people who were involved in Hunter's business. Who knows? I'm guessing the next person might be
Hunter for 8 years. All right, let's bring in Francesca. If she's put her buzzer down. Francesca.
8 years. Where are the charges?
Oh gosh, I can't stand that motherfucker.
Which one? Top right?
Yeah.
Who is this? Who is this stupid son of a bitch?
That his name. Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. Get BGS's other tagline ready. His name is Destiny.
Tell me.
Oh no!
Play
Destiny?
I'll do it again.
Tell me. What is gay?
Charges.
Yeah. Now do you understand why BGS calls him a twink?
Tell me.
We know he's a twink, but then again, but this guy's also a fucking liar. He's a motherfucking and father fucking liar.
There are none.
Statute of limitations, bro.
They started the investigation 8 years ago when they had the laptop. What do you mean statute of limitations?
Oh,
you go back to when the
fact
crimes are
that
committed.
Hunter Biden sat on a call and he said, "I'm here with my father. You know, we expect you to follow through." He basically shook down a Chinese business person.
Oh my
And he said it time and time again.
Can I ask you a question?
And even a venerable medical media institution like CBS said that 10% to the big guy can't be anybody but Joe Biden. And I hate saying this.
Oh, I didn't know CBS was part of the DOJ. Is CBS going to bring charges?
We lose all credibility if we do not acknowledge reality.
Oh my God.
I don't know how many members there are on the DNC.
Okay, now we're going to get to the
First of all, let me respond here real quick. First of all, Lindy nailed every single point right down the middle.
Yep.
And as far as Destiny is concerned, this is the original that BGS gave me. What is gay? And this is the improved one.
Tell me. What is gay?
And by the way, Destiny, would you do us a favor? Would you do us a favor, please?
Stop the cap.
Because we don't know
what in the all types of blue hell
you are talking about. And Kevin, finish this off, will you please?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
No,
I just wish I had a chance to meet Kevin Samuels before his untimely passing.
Yeah, I only got a chance to talk to him once, but
I've met him plenty of times.
Because Lindy Li has been telling the truth. This clown
exposing.
You mean this fat son of a bitch went to Texas A&M?
Yep. I would prefer AL's term for it. In this case, Texas Gay.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
By the way, Snowman.
What
Snowman?
is gay?
Yeah. Give me Snowman.
Talk to me.
When you said what you said earlier, I just wanted to say, now Snowman. Don't be talking about the Houston Texans at that Christmas Day game against the Ravens.
I got more to say about that. I'll say it over the weekend. I want to show y'all something.
Let's get.
I want to show y'all something real quick that my wife gave me for Christmas.
Okay.
It's a late Christmas present, but she gave me this in honor of the nickname.
Blow it up. Blow it up. Let me see. No, I mean, AB, can you blow it up, please?
Hold on.
What is that? Oh, a dragon.
It's a dragon. She calls me her dragon. So she gave me this.
Nice.
She gave me this for Christmas. And I sat here and cried. And she thought she did something wrong, but I said, baby, these are tears of joy when I get something sentimental like this from the woman I love,
Mm-hmm.
who makes me feel like a dragon every day.
Now, as you can imagine, since Lindy Li's been on this tirade, somebody had to come out to tap dance.
That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ass out of food.
Al, say it again, please.
He did what?
Because Lindy Li came out, Roly Poly came out to tap dance for the Democrat Party.
Where's Mr. Z when we need him?
Wait, I'm sorry. That's actually an insult to tap dancer. Roly Poly came out to pucker his lips up and to put his mouth all the way into the crack of the Democratic Party's ass.
Speaking of roly poly, I got to play this for you.
Oh, that sound.
Ripped her, and Lindy decided that she could not take. Now, mind you, she got all the smoke for Vice President Kamala Harris, but poor little Lindy. If y'all go to my iPad, little Lindy has.
No, don't go to his iPad. That's how we got that.
Don't go to his iPad. It's all
blocked
sticky.
me on Twitter because I was lighting her little simpleton ass up.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
And so if you want to,
you weren't. You're probably just being creepy. That's probably.
You know what?
Poor woman out.
Yeah, she said. Wait. Back up. He said that he would do what? I want you to play that part again. I have a response for
Here it is. Here. If y'all go to my iPad, little Lindy has blocked me on Twitter because I was lighting her little simpleton ass up, and.
Okay, first of all,
don't go to his iPad. It's all sticky.
Yeah.
And plus, AB already traumatized me, man. How can you make a guy who's just... No, I'm sorry, AB. You traumatized me. You made me self-conscious about having a bony ass when I saw all that shit. Shit. Don't ever do that to me again.
Okay.
Now I got to do squats religiously.
Now, first of all, how are you going to call somebody a symptom when they raise millions of dollars for your so-called candidate?
Yep.
And you didn't even.
And so, if you want to see a sucker,
and as you can see, never don't feel bad.
you know what this has vibes of? His response has vibes of, oh God, get ready to laugh, y'all. This.
You know what? That makes me mad.
That's him right there.
Here it is here. Oh, today's my birthday. What an absolute joy and honor joining the incredible, the one and only Kevin Cork, who is truly a national treasure. Spending time with the Fox and Friends family, Will Kane, is the best way to spend my birthday. Sending love and warmth to you all. That's her just so happy, and she just cheesing being on the Fox News set.
You were cheesing
the same Fox News that pays $787.
You were cheesing while you were trying to.
But she's probably creeped out from your creepy ass.
$7.5 million in the defamation case because they were advancing election lies. The same Fox News that continue to lie and lie and lie and lie. And in fact, Lindy.
Oh, you mean like you do all the time?
Like, thank you. You took the exact thought out of my head. Like you do all the time. Fox
has
News
so much to say that she went on Mark Halpern, the dude who had issues, sexual harassment issues, so he got canned from ABC and from MSNBC and lost all of his other stuff. And then, so she goes on his podcast talking with Meghan McCain, who is, I'm sorry, only has anything in life because of my father.
No arguments there, but
my father is General John McCain. And so here's little Lindy sharing her thoughts and perspective on.
Little Lindy raised millions of dollars. What did you raise, Roland?
Why the Democrats didn't win?
The creep meter.
Because I held my tongue for years because I wanted democracy to prevail. Frankly, that was it. But now that she lost, I feel liberated to say things that I have felt for years, which is that the woke, progressive, I mean, it's just going to condemn us to the wilderness.
Yes.
For the foreseeable future. And the fact that the DNC chair, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The DNC chair, Jamie Harrison, just last week doubled down on identity politics. This is a losing approach, and he's still going full steam ahead. There's no remorse, no introspection. Not to mention the fact, you had Kamala Harris campaign senior advisors on the Pod Save America show, not demonstrating any sort of circumspection or self-analysis. And not taking any responsibility for doing things like spending $2.5 million.
Okay. So
yes. Now, get your blood pressure medicine out because.
Oh no.
So she's again just running her mouth and she's just complaining about.
Roland, stop talking about this.
Everything. And the thing that I find to be real funny about poor little Lindy Li is that she's got so much to say, but don't you notice how they woke identity politics, but then they actually can't actually name it. Somebody
Oh no.
Really?
Well,
put this clip together
I will say
that I
this.
thought was real interesting. So check this out. This is Lindy Li talking in August. And then you're going to hear a clip of her talking in November. Listen.
Is now able to galvanize young people in states that were formerly completely out of play. Michigan is back. Young people who are disenchanted or completely tuned out are back. The energy behind her has been absolutely phenomenal. I don't remember this level of excitement since I was a kid cheering for Senator Obama. It took me a year essentially to raise 1.1 million for President Biden. It took me a week to raise $2 million for Kamala Harris.
I want to point out that they waited 3 days. Michelle and Barack Obama waited 3 days to endorse Kamala Harris. It was a silence heard around the world. And prior to Biden's endorsement that no one really anticipated, they were vetting people like Mark Kelly. Kamala Harris wasn't at the top of the ticket. So Biden's endorsement of Harris caught a lot of people off guard, even the chieftains of the party. I really think it was a big It was a big F you to everyone. I'm so sorry.
No, you said it right, Lindy. You said it right. Complete the phrase.
Party. Yep.
Complete the phrase because there's a lot of us that think that way.
Let's just be real clear.
It was a giant middle finger.
So when she said, they were vetting Mark Kelly. Y'all heard me say on this show numerous times that there were people who did not want Vice President Kamala Harris on the ticket.
Including President Obama and Nancy Pelosi.
You know who told
they wanted
them
what?
to go to
what
hell?
Did they want?
President Joe Biden. Yep. So for her saying, they were vetting Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly was never.
Oh, y'all thought I was joking when I said Roland Martin was going to have his lips be in between the crack of the Democrat Party's ass, didn't you?
I didn't think you were joking.
VP candidate.
Matter of fact, I knew you weren't joking.
He has a degree from Texas A&M about tossing salad. What do you expect?
Here's a little bit more of Lindy Li's audition on Fox News. Because, see, the real thing she's trying to do, she's trying to get a Fox News contributor job, y'all. I just want y'all to understand.
Think?
So, Lindy Li.
And if she does, who cares?
Li is desperately
trying. Like she's the first political person to sell out.
Trying to become Fox News's.
And you're still trying to beg MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News your point?
She's trying to bring the truth out. You're trying to get back in, you fat fuck.
Favorite Democrat to book. So the game is, let's book a former member of the DNC Finance Committee because she's no longer on the Finance Committee. I did call and check. She got removed last week. So she's now desperate for relevancy. And so.
Oh, you mean like what you're doing right now?
She's running
desperate for relevancy.
Around. Do y'all know how many members there are on the DNC Finance Committee? A lot.
And your point is?
She said, it took me a year to raise $1.1 million. She's not even one of the top party fundraisers. But when
Neither are you dumb bitch.
But she raised millions, which is a feat in itself.
You are quick to go on right-wing media and trash Democrats and trash Vice President Kamala Harris in a campaign. Fox News is going to book you all day and all night.
A little bit more. The same thing by trying to dance, you stupid incompetent son of a bitch.
Can I play devil's advocate here for a minute?
All right, quickly, Namer.
If the roles were reversed, like say if somebody from the RNC was like, ditched out like that, wouldn't they go on to like MSNBC and put the Republicans on blast?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at this like a possible case of sour grapes, but she does have legitimate things to say. Oh, by the way, the Hunter Biden pardon, everybody knows presidential pardons are a political tool, folks. Scooter Libby was pardoned by George W. for a reason.
Well, it's interesting that it sounds to me like there's this shift. We tend to think of big tech, especially in financial tech, as being sort of right or make that left leaning. Is there a shift to the right happening organically?
Kevin, that's such a great point. I don't think it's just the business world. I think it's across the country. People are fed up and they realize that Biden Harris, they lied to us for the past 4 years about the cognitive state of our president, and they failed on immigration. The expiration of Title 42 was the original sin. Millions of migrants poured into the country, and I am a naturalized immigrant myself. I'm speaking as an immigrant. My family and I came here with $200. We never took a handout. We waited in line. We followed all the rules. So for immigrants like me who became naturalized Americans, proud and grateful Americans, it's extremely upsetting that people are just flooding into the country willy-nilly.
So it's the right.
Now, see, I tried to tell some Butthurt Blues this, but they didn't want to listen.
Wait a minute. She's a modeled. She's the quote unquote model citizen. Oh, Mr. Z would have a field day with her.
Mm-hmm. Rightward shift, both in tech and other areas too. Lindy Li, always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay, so Lindy Li was talking about the rightward trend in tech. Can we cut the bullshit? Do y'all know why there's a rightward trend in tech?
And trim the fat at the same
because
time?
the Trump tax cuts expire in January 2025. The billionaires want to make the Trump tax cuts permanent. Second of all, everybody knows if you kiss Donald Trump's ass.
Oh, you mean like you do with the Democrat Party?
And hand him big bucks, he'll do whatever you want. There are reports circulating right now that Donald Trump, they're going to approve no longer having Tesla have to report accidents in autonomous vehicles. Why? Because he spent $300 million helping Trump win. The rest of these guys, they don't want the government cracking down on big tech. Who's now their big friend? Trump. Who was yelling and screaming, get rid of TikTok? Now, I kind of like TikTok. That's what's going on here. And so Lindy Li is a joke.
So are you.
Speaking of which, you of all people would watch your mouth regarding who these people are, because all they got to do, guys like the PayPal Mafia, those in the tech, all they got to do is make a couple of phone calls, and whoever's your internet supplier, whoever's like whatever company's broadcasting your streams being rolling, will be gone.
Gone in a blink.
And by the way, Lindy Li is a conservative. People forget you have conservative Democrats just like you have liberal Republicans.
Yep.
But people don't want the truth told to them.
And Biden,
she's
no
a joke.
Friend.
This was an unprecedented campaign. The reality is this here. If you really want to study the campaign.
An unprecedented campaign based on what facts?
Being a total disaster.
There
That's
were a
how
lot of
it's
mistakes made by Vice President Kamala Harris's team. And I'm talking about Jen O'Malley Dillon, Stephanie Cutter, David Plouffe, as well as Quentin Folks. Lots of screw-ups. But Can y'all explain to me, David Plouffe, a lot of mistakes made by Vice President Kamala Harris's team. And I'm talking about Jen O'Malley Dillon, Stephanie Cutter, David Plouffe, as well as Quentin Folks.
Quick side note, believe it or not, I've met David Plouffe personally.
Really?
Yes, when Obama was campaigning here in Indiana, I went down to his campaign office and volunteered.
Nice.
So yes, but her blue, I have every right to talk shit about the Democrat Party.
Damn straight.
Not to screw us.
I made phone calls for them.
But can y'all explain to me, with all of the drama, with Biden dropping out July 21st, Harris having 107 days. By the way, the Biden campaign was broke as hell. The money she raised saved their asses.
No, it didn't. Because if they'd have saved their asses,
but
they'd
there's a
have
reason
won.
why they didn't have
Democrat
let me
donors.
finish.
Oh, sorry.
There's a reason they didn't have that kind of money, because the donors saw the writing on the wall and said they weren't going to donate to Biden.
Mm-hmm.
You took the words right out my mouth.
They saw the writing on the wall and got the
They
fuck
got within 1.6% of winning. One of the closest margins in 2 decades. And these people are acting like, oh my God, the world just came crashing down. Oh my God, what do we do? Could anybody have predicted the impact of October 7th in Israel, in Gaza, and Hamas on the election? Nope. The reality is Joe Biden was not popular among young people. He wasn't popular among black people. The fact of the matter is he was old, and he showed it, and he looked feeble. And America likes to project strength. But you know what is the worst thing to happen right now? When you have weak, sorry, pathetic, feckless, and impotent Democrats.
Well, wait a minute, Roland. Why are you talking about yourself like that?
Well, the better question, why do you continue to talk about yourself like that?
Yeah, Roland, you shouldn't talk about yourself like that.
Dumbass.
Including individuals who were members of the DNC's finance committee, who have nothing of value to add.
Say what you want about that little woman. She damn sure has more courage than you.
And she has more value to add than you.
They're not crafty. Lindy Li isn't trying to say, hey, how do we craft a game plan to win governor's mansions in 2025?
Neither are you.
How do we craft a game plan to win the Wisconsin Supreme Court race in 2025? How do we make sure that Democrats keep control of the House in Virginia in 2025? How do we craft a plan to win the seats needed in 2026 in the midterms? No, all she's doing is taking her bony ass on Fox News, bitching and moaning about all.
Oh, you mean like you do every day, every day, rolling on YouTube?
Oh my God, how this was so awful, how things were ran. She has nothing of value to add.
Neither do you.
Wait, did she lose her position?
And then she wants to sit here and talk about
she quit.
Oh, Jamie Harrison, he's continuing the woke identity. Really? Well, Lindy, name it. Please tell me, what is this woke identity politics? Could you please tell? Because I love it how they throw stuff out. They can't name it. I love it how they say, oh, Democrats, they fail the working class.
Yes, they did. Grocery prices are through the roof. You did fail the working class, dumbass.
I'm sorry, can you please show me the policies the Republicans have actually passed to benefit the working class? I'll wait. What you see happening right
Republicans aren't the one in charge of the government, dumbass.
Right now is what happens when you have weak people.
Don't talk about yourself like that, Roland.
Who are so desperate for attention.
Once again,
Quit talking about yourself.
That they'll say anything to get it.
Again, for the third time, quit talking about yourself.
Because see, if you actually care about winning, you would then be trying to devise plans and strategies to actually win.
You're right.
Are you doing it?
Nope.
Instead, little Lindy Li is desperate trying to get her a Fox News contributor job. Because the truth is, she has nothing of value to add.
And neither do you. And that's enough of that.
Let me ask a question real quick.
Mhm.
Roland, have you had anything at any time of value to add?
Nope.
Let me think. Wait a minute. Let's do this thing right. Have you, Roland, my not favorite Martin, and yes, that's a Chris Berman reference,
Mhm.
had anything of value at all to add to television, radio, politics, or society in general? Now,
Nope.
just a minute. There's a reason I'm doing it. There's a reason I'm doing it this way. Where is that doggone thing? I will even. Nah, I can't find it. I can't find the sound. I can't find the sound I'm looking for.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Well, you already.
Which one is it? Tell me.
You already answered the question, so I was going to set this whole thing up. But has Roland actually thought about adding anything significant?
Nope.
Has he thought about?
I take that back. He did try to add one thing last election cycle during 2020. B, don't listen to the young people. B. Don't listen to nothing the young folk have to say. B.
You fool!
Yep.
Which leads me to the question:
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
I'll tell you how you fucked that up, roly poly. I'll tell you how you fucked your career up, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you how you fucked your career up. I'll tell you how you fucked your channel up, how you fuck people over at the same time. You do the exact same thing that you bitch about, that you complain about, that you whine about. You lie.
Yep, you fool.
Thank you for saying that. I know he's thinking,
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up?
look in the mirror, you fuckhead.
And you think you're a big boy picking on little Lindy Li?
Oh, you can.
Somebody ought to give him one of those. Oh, by the way, thank you, AB, for saying these two words a moment ago.
You fool!
Mm-hmm. He is a fool.
And by the way, Mr. Roland,
you tripping.
And
You're despicable.
Mm-hmm.
Same
He's tripping
fellow.
worse than Kendrick Perkins.
Oh, Kendrick Perkins ain't got shit on this. Kendrick Perkins has nothing on this. Somehow, logical people have got to be thinking, whenever he shows up.
Pretty much.
They've got to be thinking that.
Or Chris Bass would say.
Oh, play that. I'm sorry, play that one more time, Snowman.
I believe what.
No.
Let me. Oh, he wants me to
finish him.
All right.
No.
Like I said, he wanted me to finish him.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get these things in order. I think sometimes, while I'm organizing, sometimes you got to think.
Oh, hell no!
Exactly.
No again.
What page did I put that damn thing on? while you're waiting,
You fool!
and
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
found it.
Oh, quick sidebar, geek sidebar. You know that was during the Revenge of the Sith movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yes.
after he got his new body.
Yeah, right after he got this new suit, and the comic. If you read the novel, he was trying to choke out Darth Sidious, but he couldn't.
The suit was designed in a way to keep him in a constant.
Let me finish. And afterwards, Sidious shocked him and made him know his place. They don't show it, but Sidious forced light in his ass after that and said, "I'm your master now. Yeah, know your place." Yeah,
That's all I can think of.
Not to mention.
Yeah, imagine hearing. Yeah, imagine hearing. You killed your wife, and you just like, but sad scene.
Mm-hmm.
Right after Luke and Leia were born too.
I finally found what I was looking for. I looked in the wrong section.
Mm-hmm.
What I was gonna do was this. Hey, Roland, we're going to take a few seconds and think about the contributions that you made to society. We'll even sit here and think about it. Okay, we thought about it. To answer all those questions,
No!
and someone needs to tell you,
You're fired!
Oh, that's classic. Classic Vince McMahon. Damn, I lost my train of thought. No.
Well, I will say this though. In the meantime, those of us who got Netflix, this coming on January 3rd, I believe is. I believe is that when they're going to start showing SmackDown.
Yep.
Live. Then January 6th, we're going to be seeing Raw for the first time on Netflix, folks.
Yep.
WWE shift. If you're North America, WWE shifting from Peacock all the way to Netflix, and for the rest of us who have the network, and for rest of us who got the network, it's just shutting down. We're all coming to Netflix, baby. Everything's coming to Netflix. The whole library.
Mm-hmm. I was never gonna buy Peacock to begin with, so
count your butt. Hey, you saved a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Peacock's about to screw themselves, especially when the Big Ten leaves.
Yeah,
wait a minute. The Big Ten's gonna leave.
I take the Big Ten women's basketball about to be out of there. Within 2 years, Big Ten basketball is about to be off of Peacock.
Speaking of women's basketball, because that seems to be more relevant now than the NBA. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
I back it up. I back it up.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for me?
Is well, let me get to I'll get to this first. Is somebody ever going to teach Angel Reese how to play basketball?
No. Matter of fact, wait. I have to add. Angel Reese loves to think
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
when she should be saying,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
and get her ass in the gym and actually learn how to play the game. She's not going to do much in the Unrivaled League. She's not going to do a damn thing because she hasn't shaped her game up. And, okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to go ahead and say this out. I'm going to go ahead and say this out loud. There are tons of black males that support Angel Reese.
Of course.
And not one for many reasons, and not one of them is basketball.
Of course.
Which leads me to think,
God damn!
are you? You know what? I'll retract
And,
my.
and I noticed the operative word you used too. Don't think I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Chris Tucker.
Like I said,
God damn!
I would play Bishop Bullwinkle, but I don't want AB to get a strike on this channel.
But as far as the other thing I want to talk about, shout out. Despite the fact she's being attacked by both sides, shout out to Clayton Clark for that time cover. She looked pretty good.
Man, Caitlin Clark is a knockout. And Angel
I
Reese.
was like, wow, they're really pretty. I'm like, that's a pretty young lady.
Wait a minute. Let's make it simple. Caitlin Clark is a knockout, and Angel Reese ain't, and it's pissing her off.
I told Dr. Titus behind the scene, if I had to pick between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese,
it wouldn't be Angel Reese.
Huh?
It wouldn't be Angel Reese.
Not even close. Caitlin Clark. Now, for the record, yeah, I am attracted to Angel Reese physically.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Caitlin Clark ought to put in that work.
Mm-hmm.
She's always putting in that work.
Since she was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm. That's why Connor McCaffrey is very lucky. Assistant coach for Butler University.
Mm-hmm.
And her better half. Listen, Caitlin Clark is in a good place.
Yep.
But it's unfortunate, and I'm going to probably do a video on this tomorrow afternoon and make it an open panel. It's just that it's damned if you do and damned if you don't when it comes
Pretty
to Caitlin
much, yeah.
Clark.
That's right, boss.
It's damned if you do.
Damned if you
playing basketball, setting records, setting attendance records, drawing in a shitload of money, even though they lost a shitload of money because they tried to push Angel Reese and they didn't. More on that later. And it's damned if you don't. She said the right thing, trying to lift up women's basketball, and they still come after her.
Yep.
Look at this way, Snowman. And I've said this a while back when you guys talking about her being attractive.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been. Imagine if she were blonde and blue-eyed. All kinds of hell would have broken loose after that shit. Because they said she's a golden girl. But let me explain something to y'all, folks. She's in the league because she's talented and she's driven. She plays she's got the fundamentals down. The whole league has been giving her attitude instead of saying, "Thank you for boosting our profile." They're giving her all kinds of flack.
Yep.
Because she has shown she can put in the work. She's that talented. She shows leadership. Unfortunately, she's a rookie. She's got to pay her dues right now.
Of course. She's not only shown that she can put in the work. What's really pissing him off, she's chosen to put in the work.
Yep.
She's chosen to do what she needs to do to get better. She's chosen to lift the Indiana Fever on her shoulders. She's chosen to be the leader of that team. And now with Stephanie White as her head coach, oh boy.
Also, think about it this way.
Cameron Brink, like Mr. Donnie Mac, like Cameron Brink, absolutely. Absolutely.
Think about this. Yeah, think about it this way, Snowman. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago to be exact, going on 3 years ago, people were and the WNBA were talking about raising the pay so that players don't have to go overseas to play. And you know who they were making the face of that shit? All 6'8" of her stinking ass with the dreadlocks. Brittany Griner. Miss looked like she looked like, first of all, Brittany Griner after she cut her hair, and I remember that photo of her on the plane on the way back. I looked at her stinking ass. You know what she reminds me of? She looked like the baby Kareem Abdul-Jabbar allegedly must have had from RuPaul. All right. Yeah, I said it.
Name her.
Yeah, I said it. You see the resemblance between the two?
Name her. That's an insult to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Apologize.
And I apologize, Kareem. Hold on, I apologize to RuPaul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
RuPaul one.
I owe Andre Charles, aka RuPaul, an apology too.
You know, and you know what makes it even greater for those of us who actually like, watch, adore, and pay attention to women's basketball. To see players like Caitlin Clark and Cameron Brink, because I think it would have been Caitlin Clark and Cameron Brink had Brink not been injured 4 games into the season. I believe it would have been those two for Rookie of the Year.
What type of injury did she have?
ACL.
Oh, yeah, that's it. You're out. You're out for the season.
ACL.
Well, how's her recovery doing?
They didn't want Caitlin Clark to win Rookie of the Year.
But she did.
Overwhelmingly, she was the Rookie of the Year. And I said she was Rookie of the Year when she came into the doggone league. I had people telling me, why did you get off the Caitlin Clark train? Kiss my ass. Do you know a better player that's a rookie right now? And I will guarantee you this coming season, she will not only compete for the most valuable player, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she wins most valuable player.
League MVP?
She will be the WNBA MVP because she's got this whole off season to rest. She's got this whole off season to focus. She gets to spend time with her honey, Connor McCaffrey. And then when it's time to put the shoes on and go back to work, she's going to be absolutely hellacious.
Also, she stays out of politics, folks. She focuses on the game.
Bingo. She wants nothing to do with politics. She wants nothing to do with politics. All she wants to do is play basketball.
Yep. Now, while she may not want to do anything politics, and that's her business, I do. And before I play what I play next, I need to put out this little warning.
Oh no!
Warning.
Oh no!
If you're vote blue, no matter who, your butt is about to hurt. Nobody, and I do mean nobody, is going to kiss the Democrat Party's ass for you. If you don't like it, well, you could always go kick rocks. Now, what I'm about to show you is one of the reasons why Donald Trump got elected to be president.
What in the Grinch that stole Christmas?
You got to hand it to Donald Trump. He knows how to have fun.
Yeah, he does.
That's one of the reasons
As
he got
malignant
elected.
a narcissist he is, yeah.
Look what he did to the look what he did for the YMCA. Well, YMCA was already popular, but this is why Donald Trump got elected. You know, he's not faking anything, and he's just being himself.
That's what people don't know how to do anymore. On that note, I'm headed to bed.
So am I.
I gotta sleep. And thanks for letting me up. I appreciate it.
So am I. I got a good hour in, and I'm ready to go to bed.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. I'd like to thank everybody that came through, and I do mean everybody. Even if you're a hater, thank you for coming through too. But this is AB Media 83, and I'm going to bed. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.